Hey, and welcome to Story of Providence, Monday Night Live. I know it says Thursday up there, but Monday Night Live. So we have profiteers. Anyone who's ever been on our show gets this special edition that if they have something going on in their life, they can call us at a moment's notice and we'll have you on. And the people that we have are always those people that are changing the world. And this guy is no different. Clay Williams. He is the creator of the Canal Pursuit run that is raising awareness and money for mental health. And he is right in the midst on the road as we speak, traveling the cities, bringing awareness to mental health. And so, Clay, welcome back to the show. Fun little Monday night edition. Why don't you tell us what your race is, first of all, and then we'll go into what you're trying to do here.
For sure. So thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me back. The Canal Pursuit is a relay run that goes from Port Severn, Ontario, along the Trent Severn Canal, through Peterborough, where I am right now, down to Trenton, across to Kingston, and along the Rideau Canal up to Ottawa. And it's a relay run. We have runners running 10-kilometer segments. We run about 80 kilometers a day, and we finish on Parliament Hill. So 8 days. We started on Saturday in Port Severn, and we'll finish this coming Saturday in Ottawa, Parliament Hill.
I think we're struggling a little bit because he's driving. But yeah, no, so starts Port Severn, ends in Ottawa. He has a beautiful Canadian flag that he brings along with him. Currently, any runner who's involved, including me, myself,
I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, I was just going over the Cole's notes that you go from Port Severn to Ottawa. You carry this beautiful Canadian flag with a bunch of signatures on it. And you're raising money for mental health. All the runners, including this guy right here, who are running 10K spurts of it, are raising money. So how's it going so far there, Clay? What's new about the race, and what's the next steps?
Yeah, it's going really well. We're on day 3. Yeah, I think it's day 3. It seems like it's been such a long time already. Anyway, we're on day 3. This is actually the 9th annual. So over the years, the run has gained a little traction. I think we get a few more VIPs each year that join us one way or another. It was kind of neat through the pandemic that people couldn't show up in person, but they were able to make videos. So we had a few members of parliament that made short videos in support of us, and now that's an option. Before the pandemic, we'd invite someone, and if their schedule wouldn't allow them to be where we were, then it would be a decline. But now they can record a little video and still support us and not be there. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's going well. I think over the years, we've totaled around, I think we're around $115,000 that we've raised for the Mood Disorder Society of Canada. And the fundraising goal, I think we're around halfway, a little over halfway to this year's $15,000 goal for fundraising.
So Clay, how many people are doing and joining along in your run? Obviously, for those of you that don't exactly know, how many kilometers is that? How many miles would that be for some of our Americans? And then how many people do you have organized in this?
Mm-hmm. So it's about 700 kilometers, so around 400 miles or something like that, a little over 400 miles. And there are, I think, somewhere around 40 runners altogether. Yep. And unfortunately not enough to cover the whole distance. So any segment of the run that isn't covered by a runner, I run. So I ran a lot today because I wasn't very active enough in recruiting, I guess.
Well, I do see that you're driving, so you are in like my form of physical fitness right now.
Yeah.
Goals happen, so I think that's fantastic. Getting in my miles as I usually tend to. So you're heading now to a little bit of a local landmark for us here, the Peterborough Hydraulic Lift Locks, the largest in the world. Now, are you guys doing a bit of a photo shoot down there? A little bit of a social media perspective? What's happening now?
Yeah, so we may have Checks TV from Peterborough show up. They were asking questions a few days ago about our schedule. So unfortunately, the mainstream media doesn't commit to being there. So we have to be there, and if they show up, that's going to be good. And if they don't, that's fine. So what we do this year's run, we're doing in honor of our military and first responders. So each day of the run is dedicated to a different branch of. So for example, the first day was paramedics. We had a couple paramedics run. Today is to honor the RCMP. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody from the RCMP with us, but that's not stopping us. We'll still produce a video at the end of each day, and today's video is going to be about the RCMP. And I did a little research about some of the history of the RCMP, so I put that into a video. So each day's kind of recap video goes over the activities of the day and a little history about the branch of first responders that we're honoring on that day.
I think I saw yesterday you had a woman fully dressed in her whole fire gear with, with even the tank on the back running the tank. Holy!
Yeah.
I was looking at it. It was wild.
Yeah, she was carrying, wearing and carrying about 45 pounds of gear.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a spur of the moment thing. So she was scheduled. She's a paramedic and firefighter. She was scheduled to run 20K on Saturday morning representing paramedics and 20K on Sunday morning representing fire. After she ran on Saturday, she got home and she sent me a text with a photo of her and her gear and said, "How about if I run in this tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah, go for it if you're up for it." So she got permission from her chief to wear the gear, and we were going through. It was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. About 3 kilometers in, we were stopping every kilometer to make sure that she was okay, and she was drinking a ton of water. Yeah. So at one point she said, "Hey, one of our fire halls is just up here. You should go in and set up your camera, and we'll do." Ooh, it's closed. We'll do. We'll take some photos. So we ran ahead, went into the fire hall, talked to the guys in the fire hall briefly, and said, one of your firefighters from Rama up the road is running in full gear for this mental health thing, and I handed out a couple postcards, and she'd like you outside to take some photos. And they said, "How far is she away?" And I said, "Oh, about 200 meters. So they said, "Okay, we'll pull the trucks out." So they opened all the doors, pulled all the trucks out with all the lights flashing, and greeted her at the fire hall, and then escorted her with lights flashing for the next 4 kilometers as she went down to the next lift lock or next lock on the Trent Severn. It was pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah, kind of a spur of the moment thing.
Videos, they can see them on Canal Pursuit on Instagram. Is that correct?
Yep, I've posted them on Instagram, Canal Pursuit on Facebook as well, and there's a Canal Pursuit channel on YouTube.
Excellent. Can you tell us a little bit about the organization that you're supporting, where the money is going? Who are they and what do they do?
No, it's this black box. I'm not sure where any of it goes. No, I'm joking. It's
goes to Soaring Property. Thank you so much for the money. We appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. Where the return address is the Bahamas. No, it's an organization called the Mood Disorder Society of Canada, and there's a few things that they're doing. I think their main mandate is in very broad terms, trying to get a lot of the disconnected mental health care powers in the country to work together a little more efficiently. So they work with community organizations and communities across the country, government organizations, and people who are in need of mental health care, and try to make the connections that are needed to let people allow people to get decent mental health care. Another thing that's a big part of their mandate is awareness. So getting rid of the stigma around mental health issues, and just keeping people talking, right? Awareness is such a big thing, especially when we're dealing with a stigma as strong as there is around mental health issues.
Well, you know how we've been doing this show for about a year now, and a lot of the people that we talk to, one of the big things that they're always advocating for, and James is a huge advocate for as well, is the fantastic cause of trying to find solutions in the mental health industry. And when I see someone like yourself that's, you know, not only just talking the talk, but literally running the run, I think it's fantastic what you guys do in raising that amount of money, shining that light on it, and getting those first responders maybe talking about something that otherwise might be a little tricky for them to just not have that dialogue. I think it's fantastic. You've been on now, what? This is your third episode with us with Soaring Profits?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, one of the episodes was about my road trip on my Harley, right?
Exactly, yeah. So we've covered a broad stretch with you, and it's always a pleasure to have you, pal. Now, if you get the opportunity, hopefully you can send us some of those pictures and media stuff when you get over to the lift locks, and hopefully that works out for you. And you know that we always love having you, and with what you're doing, I think it's pretty great.
And I'll see you in Birds Falls on Saturday morning at 7:30. Well, I won't see you. I'll see you in Kemptville, right?
In Kemptville, yeah. Well, I'll be at Birds Rapids. I've got to make sure the guys get the flag and get started on time, and I'll be in Kemptville as well. Yep.
Excellent. So we'll do some live video there so that we can share with the progress. Now, important, can anyone still join up to run? Is that a thing or no?
Yeah, absolutely. The website, I'm just trying to think of the best way to do that. The website that has a link to the interactive map is canalpursuit.defeatdepression.ca. That's got all the info about the run, and there's contact info there as well. So, you still there?
Yep.
Is that it?
Oh, no, there you go.
Is that the?
So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link to the map. Oh, there should be.
It's far.
Oh, it's way down. Oh, there it is. So there's a bunch of runner logos on the map. A green runner logo means is a section where there's not a runner assigned, and it's open for the taking.
That is a haul, pal. That is quite the run.
It is. It is. So we're in Peterborough now. I've got a few open sections tomorrow. The following day, going from Trenton to Kingston, we've got the search and rescue techs from CFB Trenton that are running that section. So that's booked. And each of the days after, I think I've got a few sections open. There's a fair amount around Smiths Falls.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful website, man. Just talking about the design and layout of what you put together here, it looks super professional. It looks great. You did a really good job on that. Looks
oh
nice.
Yeah, I'd like to take credit, but it's not me. That's the guys at the Mood Disorder Society, and they've been using that AKA Raisin website for all the time that I've been doing this, and it's fantastic tools for fundraising. Each participant has their own fundraising page. Cool. And there's a barometer on the right and all the stuff. So it's really. I see we're up to $8,000. Nice.
You are.
Yeah.
Halfway there.
Your wallet, James. Finish this guy off, would you?
Yeah. So if you wanna donate, you wanna run, get to this website. It's a great cause. I think what you're doing is amazing. I love it. I know you're super busy. I do appreciate you joining us. If there's any other time you want to join us, you just send us. You're a profiteer, so just send us what you want to do. Look forward to seeing you in Burritt. I don't even know where it is yet. I gotta go find it somewhere near Ottawa.
Yeah, the cool thing about if you've ever done any traveling along the canals, the Trent Severn and the Rideau canals are both, all of the locks are taken care of by Parks Canada, and each of the locks is this quiet little oasis away from everything. The boats have a speed limit, so everything goes nice and slow. It's just quiet, peaceful, beautiful little park. So you'll like Burritt Rapids.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, sir, I know you're super busy, so we're going to let you go. So profiteers out there, please donate. If you want to run, sign up. Go to that website we just showed you, the Canal Pursuit. If you just look up Canal Pursuit, it will show you. But if you go 9th Annual Canal Pursuit, you'll find that website on Google. It's amazing. Or go follow on his Instagram and Facebook, also Canal Pursuit. Clay Williams, an amazing man. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. We're going to give you the last word. Go ahead, Clay. Head us out.
All right. I just want to say thanks for helping me get this message out. The reason that I do this every year is to keep conversations in people's ears. So I think the more often people hear conversations about mental health, the less uncomfortable they'll be talking about it themselves. So if you're in a dark place, talk to someone you trust. Thanks.
Well, when you're less busy, we should have you on again soon, and we can sit down and quietly take our time and talk about mental health and everything that's important about it. I'd love to talk to you about it. Look forward to this weekend. Thank you so much for coming.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
Take care,
guys.
Right. Bye-bye.